Hi everyone, so today we're looking at a slow flow class. So it will be about a 4 minutes class or so. We're just going to be holding the poses for a little bit longer, so that really helps to get into the pose a little bit more, cue everything out, but it's very strengthening at the same time. So if you do get tired, feel free to just go into child's pose for a moment and then come back and follow for the rest of the class, or just pause it. If you have any questions, please message me either on Instagram or in the comments below. I will be giving different modifications and you won't be needing any props. Okay, so let's have a go. So we're going to start off with a couple of sun salutations just to get that heat going. So we're going to inhale, gaze between the palms, look up. Exhale, fold all the way down. If you need, you can always bend the knees a little bit coming down. Inhale, flat back, look forward. So for this one, again, you can come higher up to keep the nice flat back, or you can bend the knees slightly. Exhale, relax it all the way back down. Give your head a little bit of a shake. We're taking it nice and easy today. It's still going to be hard work, but we don't have to rush it. So this time, right leg is going to come back, so in a runner's lunge. Right, and then from here, inhale, gaze forward, chest is open. And exhale, tap the back knee down, untuck the toes if you want, and then we're going to inhale, come to a low crescent lunge. So what I'd like to see in this one, tuck the tailbone under. So you're not sort of, chilling there. I want you to really engage the lower abs. You're going to really feel that quad working in the front. Really feel that right hip flexor and quad opening. Let's get the arms above the head. Couple of breaths here. Good, and then we're going to frame the front foot with the palms. Tuck the back toes under again, lift the knee, and now we're going to press the left knee next to the right, so coming into plank. Inhale here. And as we exhale, knees, chest and chin down. Nice. Snake it through. Mini back bend, inhale. Exhale, relax. Tuck the toes under. Push back to child's pose. Good. Take a moment here. You can maybe wiggle from side to side. Nice. Okay, coming into our first downward dog. So push back and up to your downward facing dog. Now, for this one, relax the head. You want to externally rotate the shoulders there. So it's almost like they're wrapping around the outside. And then, if you cannot keep the heels down, bend the knees slightly and try and make contact with the belly and the thighs, all right? So hips nice and high, couple of breaths here. So every time we meet this pose, I'd like for you to squeeze the abs in a tiny bit more every time you exhale. So as you exhale, try and bring the belly button back into the spine. Awesome. So then we're going to come up to the tippy toes, bend the knees, gaze forward, softly walk it forward. So the feet meet the palms, okay? Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, relax it all the way down. Nice. Inhale, come all the way up, gaze between the palms. Exhale, hands in prayer. Let's do the other side. Inhale, gaze between the palms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale all the way down. Good. Left foot is going to step back, coming into a runner's lunge. Inhale, gaze forward, soften the collarbone there. Exhale, tap the left knee down to the mat. So coming into our low lunge. So again, you can keep your toes tucked or untucked, up to you. And then we're going to inhale and again scoop the lower abs there. And then tuck the tailbone under so you're here. And I forgot to mention on the other side, so you want the knee to be tracking towards the sort of big toe there. So you don't want it to come inwards. And then also you don't want to go too far forward. So ideally you'd want a 90-degree angle here. Few more breaths. Good. Awesome. So we're going to frame that front foot again. Untuck the back toes. Lift. Press back into your plank or knee plank. That's also a really good modification for this one. And then inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest and chin down. Snake it forward. And then from here, inhale to your back bend. Exhale down. Tuck the toes under. Press back to a child's pose. So take a moment again here just to reset. Good. And then pushing back to downward facing dog. So shake the head if you want. You can shake the hips from side to side. Good. And then don't forget, every time you exhale here, I want you to squeeze the lower abs a little bit more. Couple more breaths. Good. And then we're going to come up to the tippy toes, bend the knees, gaze forward, either hop or step it to the front of the mat. So same thing like we did before. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, relax it all the way back down. On your next inhale, come all the way up, gaze between the palms. Exhale, hands in prayer. Nice. I'm going to face you, but you're still at the top of your mat. So feet together. We'll go for a side bend. So for this one, we'll start off with the left arm reaching upwards. So we're going to side bend towards the right. So what we'll do here, inhale, left arm up. And then the other arm, the right arm, will come pressing downwards. So shoulder away from the ear, and I have intention as I go down. Great. And then from here, inhale, reach up. Exhale, we're going to side bend. So that arm, the right arm, is sliding down onto the right thigh. So again, you don't want to be closed off. You want to rotate and open the chest up to the sky. Deep breaths. You can push that left hip as far towards the left as possible if you want. Last breath. And release. Nice. So take a moment. See if maybe the left side, if it feels more open than the right. And just notice that one. And then let's get some space on the right side, okay? So same thing. Inhale, right arm up. Other arm will come down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, we're going to side bend here. Left arm sliding down the left quad. Deep breaths. Last one. And relax back to the center. Nice one. Okay, so I'll gaze forward again. So we'll come down for vinyasa. Inhale, gaze between the palms, look up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale all the way down. Right foot is going to step back into a high crescent lunge. Okay, inhale, come all the way up. Nice. So we'll do the same thing as we did for the low crescent lunge. So I'd like for you, bend that back knee a tiny bit. I know it's a little bit tiring, but it helps you to really tuck the tailbone under. You're gonna feel the quad working more as well. And then if you want, you can re-straighten it. And then the hips, make sure that they're facing forward. Deep breaths. Last one here. Going in for a twist. So we're going to cartwheel the arms towards the left, and we're twisting towards the left knee. You can bend a little bit more. Sometimes that happens that you come up if you're tired. So gaze will be either towards the side or the back, as long as your neck is happy. And we're just twisting from the core. Last breath. Nice. And now cartwheeling the arms the other way, opening up towards the right, and then you can readjust your position. So you want that front heel to be about where the middle of the arch in the right foot is. And then from here, extend the arms on the side. We're going to come for a warrior two. Shoulders away from ears. Really strong arms, and then bend into the left knee. So you want that knee to come outwards a little bit. Hips will be towards the side. Really press down on the outside of the right foot and hold. We're going to gaze towards the front middle finger. Deep breaths. I know the front leg is tired, almost there. Nice. Straighten the front knee. Get a bit of a rest. And then from here, we're going to come to a reverse warrior. So I'm going to keep my legs straight, but if you feel more comfortable to bend, please go for that one. So we're just going to inhale, left arm up, reach, and then over, sliding the right fingertips over that right leg a little bit. And release. Good. So then for the next one, where you want to come down to the plank, so we're going to come onto the right toes, gazing forward. Very nice. Frame the front foot. Let me get those cables out of the side. When you're ready, push back to your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, come to your back bend of choice. If you feel warm enough, you can come a little bit higher up. Exhale all the way down. Good. Tuck the toes under. Push back to the child's pose. And downward facing dog when you're ready. Nice. So again, don't forget, every time you exhale here, please try to remember to bring the belly button into the spine a little bit more. Good. Come up to the tippy toes, soften the knees, gaze forward, either step or hop towards the front of the mat. Inhale, gaze forward, flat back. Exhale, relax it all the way back down. Good. Inhale, come all the way up, gaze between the palms. Exhale, hands in prayer. Nice work. So this time, coming into a little bit of a back bend, we're going to inhale the hands above the head. And then softly, trying to see how far back you can gaze with just moving the neck. Once you can't gaze anymore, we're going to inhale from the upper back. And just stay here for a moment. And hands in prayer, relax. Nice. Okay, coming all the way down. Let's do the other side. Inhale, arms above the head, look up. Exhale, hands in prayer, all the way down. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release it all the way down. Now, left foot is going to go back. And when you're ready, inhale, come all the way up, high crescent lunge. So let's do that same thing that we did before, that little trick. So bend the left knee a tiny bit, scoop the tailbone under, bend a little bit more into the right knee, and extend the knee out. Hips forward, inhale, arms up. Good, few more breaths. Great. Cartwheeling the arms towards the side. So just twisting from that core there. Try not to go too far forward. Try and stay above your hips. Last breath. Great. And now moving towards the left side. Set yourself up for a warrior two here. So find the stance that's working for you. Tuck the tailbone under. Press that right knee out to the side. Arms towards the sides there. Last breath. And straighten the front knee a little bit. Good. Okay, so you can either rebend it, or like me, you can just keep it straight. And then inhale, right arm up. Exhale, reach over the head, coming into reverse warrior here. So try and twist the chest up a little bit. Good, and come up. And then we're going to turn forward. So we're going to hop towards the front, twist, so the back toes are under. Frame that front leg. And then from here, push back to your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest and chin down. Snake it through. Inhale, come to your back bend. Exhale all the way down. Good. Tuck the toes under. Press back into a child's pose. So for this one, I'd like for you to open your knees wide, actually, about mat's width distance. Toes will be untucked, so the big toes will be touching. And then we're going to press back here, relax the head down. So you should be getting a little bit more of a hip stretch there. You can close the eyes for a moment here as well. So from your child's pose, we'll come up to kneeling, so you can press your palms closer to you, so you can come up and then close the knees off. So if this is uncomfortable, I'd rather you had your legs extended forward. If this is okay, we'll stay here. So for this one, we're going to just take a nice easy twist for starters. So right hand is going to come on top of the left knee, left palm behind us. Inhale. Try and get a little bit of lengthening of the spine. Exhale and twist. So we're going to gaze back. Nice easy twist here. If you want, you can go for half bind. So the top of the hand will be on that hip crease on the right side. Last breath. Good, and just gaze forward. Take a second. Again, notice any differences from one side to the other. When you're ready, moving on to the other side. So left hand on top of the right knee. Right palm is going to come behind us. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, we're going to gaze back and twist towards the right. Good, deep breaths. Last breath here. Good, and gaze forward. Perfect. So I'm just going to move a little bit forward just so I'm in frame, but we're still kneeling, if that's all right. So for this one, interlace the fingers behind you, roll the shoulders back. When you're ready, we're going to pull back with the fingertips, almost like they're going to hit the wall behind you. And we're going to extend that chest forward and up. You can gaze upwards if you want. You can even relax the head back if you want. So ready, we're back bending. You should be feeling the opening in your chest and also the shoulders. Good. And last breath. Good. And now slowly we're going to tuck the neck into the chest. Sorry, we're going to tuck the chin into the chest. Slowly try and roll all the way down. So the forehead will come and touch the mat. And now we're going to move the bum from the heels, push forward. So we're rounding the spine and relax the clasped arms forward, almost like they're going to touch the back of the mat. A bit of a shoulder opening there. Last breath. Good. And relax. So you can come to kneeling again if you want. Perfect. So moving on to a camel pose. So I know this one can be quite intense. If you don't like camel at all, I'd go for bridge. If you want to try camel, I'll give you a couple of options. So we're going to come up on the knees. Toes can be tucked or untucked, up to you. If you're a beginner, I'd probably have my toes tucked. So we're going to roll the shoulders back, puff the chest up. Okay, so we're not even thinking about moving the low back just yet. We still have a nice neutral spine there. So then fingertips will be on the low back, gazing down, and again roll the shoulders back a little bit more. So you want to always be squeezing both of the elbows in together, almost like they're going to touch. Breath in to prepare. On the next inhale, we're going to start gazing upwards. Good. So you can stay here, or on the next inhale you can try and push from the chest, almost like it's going to be facing the ceiling completely, like it's going to be parallel. If this is enough while you're squeezing the elbows in, you can also hold here. If you want a little bit more, we're going to do the same action. So every time, inhale, gaze up, try and get that chest up as high as possible. And then once you've reached a spot where your whole chest is parallel, you can start thinking about pushing the hips forward a bit. And you can stay here, or you can try to reach for the heels. So if you're here, it's much closer as well for you to be able to be in this position. Wherever you are, relax the head, give it a bit of a shake. And then you want to be pressing with the chest upwards. Deep breaths. And to release, we're going to come all the way up. So we're going to reverse the way that we came from. So palms can go first if you want for a bit of support. And come to kneeling. So we'll stay here for a moment just so our back can just get used to being back into neutral. This can be quite an intense pose. So if you feel a bit lightheaded, or people say they see colors, or even spots in the room, just acknowledge it, be aware of it, know that you've done a really good job today with trying new things. Good. So we're going to take a stretch for your neck. So left palm is going to come up and over towards the right side of your face. And then we're just going to pull slightly here into the neck. So you should be opening that right side there. You can close the eyes for a moment if you want. And release. And let's do the other side. Nice. And release. Nice, really good. So we'll come to all fours. We'll do a couple of rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, arch the back, gaze up. Exhale, round everything in. Inhale, arch the back, gaze up. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. Nice. So tuck the toes under if they're not tucked. And we're going to press back to downward facing dog. Draw the belly into the spine every time you exhale. A couple of breaths here. I'm going to inhale the right leg high and up. And then exhale, bend that knee. Try and get that knee right behind the right palm, the right wrist. So moving on to pigeon pose. So left leg can just go a little bit further back. Now, if this is enough, and let's say that you're sort of not all the way down, you can either place a block or a cushion underneath that right bum, and that can help you to be able to then square off the hips and stay upright with a nice open chest. If you can be on the floor, again, work towards squaring the hips off. You can even maybe fold forward. If this is too easy, I would probably bring that foot a little bit forward, almost like we're creating a box. And then from here, I'm going to try to still be squaring off the hips as I'm going to fold forward, okay? So choose your option. And then from here, inhale, find some length. And exhale, slowly walk it forward to wherever is more comfortable. And we're gonna hold it down. You can relax the head down too. If you're a little bit further up, you can maybe make a pillow with your hands, so you can relax the head there. We're going to hold for some time, so I would probably advise that you try to let go of any tension. So what I like to do is have open palms facing upwards towards the ceiling instead of clenching fists, and trying to relax my facial expression as well. Deep breaths. Flex that foot as well if you can, the right one. Good. Slowly going to come up, so you can just bring the palms closer to you. And then from here, place the palms down, tuck the back toes under. We're going to lift, bring the knee into the chest, and press it back into downward facing dog. Good. So this is our last downward facing dog. So make any movements that feel quite nice. Enjoy it. On the exhale, draw the belly button in. And last breath here. Inhale the left leg high and up. Exhale, bend that knee. Bring it right behind the left wrist. So again, we're going to scoot the right leg back a little bit. Like I said before, maybe you couldn't see, but if you tend to be up here, you can either stay there, grab hold of blocks, put a block or a cushion underneath. If you're here, again, you can stay upright or you can fold. If you want a little bit more, I'm going to bring that foot forward so it's parallel to the mat. And I'm going to square off the hips, all of us. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, we're going to slowly walk our hands forward and fold. So one side might feel a little bit more intense than the other side. So this is usually my flexible side. For whatever reason today, it's not liking it. So just stay where you are. It's not a competition with yourself or others, really. Deep breaths. Good. Slowly walk the palms closer to you. Palms down. Tuck the back toes under. Lift. Lift the knee into the chest and untangled to your downward facing dog. Good. Come up to the tippy toes. Place the knees down so you're in tabletop. Nice work. Okay. So for the next one, we'll come to lie down. So feet will be in front of you, bent, and then you want the feet flat. And then from here, arms will come forward. We're going to slowly tip it back. Nice flat back still, nice wide chest, shoulders away from the ears. So we're gonna hold it here for a moment. If this is easy, come a little bit further down. I might have to come a little bit forward. Good, and slowly all of us are going to come and hit the mat. Nice. So coming into a shoulder stand, we're going to walk the feet a little bit closer in. We're going to press down on the feet to lift the hips up. Scooch the arms a little bit closer in, because that will help you when you're coming to your shoulder stand to press down on the arms to lift, okay? And then you can come back down. So, options. If you're new to shoulder stand, I would probably advise that you try to lift the legs up even a tiny amount and then be quick to put the palms in the lower back. And you can stay here even with knees bent. Or you can try and get your hands a little bit lower down so you can extend. If that is quite difficult, because you do need to have a core strength to lift the legs up, I would also maybe work on reverse crunches here so you can get to the point where you can lift. Or you can lift here, scooch the arms closer, almost like you're coming into bridge, I'm not sure if this is actually quite easy, but you can have this different grip there. Then you can work here. So it's just a bit of a variation of a bridge, but you're still lifting the hips up above the heart, and that is also an inversion. Okay. So let's pick an option. So I'll go for the full shoulder stand here. So whenever you're ready, we're going to just come up to shoulder stand. So try and not move your neck from side to side here. Squeeze the legs in together. Chin away from your chest. Deep breaths. Feel free to have your knees bent if needed or forward. Good. Bend the knees. Bring them close to your forehead. And now fingertips will come towards the mat, so they can be used as a break as you're rolling your spine down all the way onto the mat. Good. Slowly bring the legs down as well, so you should be feeling that core working. And I hit the wardrobe there. Good. Nice. So we're going to take a nice gentle twist before hitting Savasana. Inhale, right knee in. Give it a bit of a squeeze if you want. Good. Left palm on the side. Right arm with the palm facing up on my right. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to twist and we're going to gaze towards the right side. So nice easy twist here. We're aiming to have both of the shoulders down onto the mat, but don't worry if that's not happening at this point in time. Good. Slowly bring it back to center. Give it a little squeeze and relax it all the way down. Moving on to the other side. Squeeze the left knee in a little bit. Good. Right palm on the outside of the left knee. Left palm facing upwards on the ceiling on my left side. Inhale here. Exhale and take a twist. We're going to gaze towards the left. Try and relax the gaze so you can close the eyes. Good. Slowly come back to center. Give a nice last squeeze here. And then bring the other knee in. We're going to hug both knees. Lift the shoulders off the mat. Tuck the chin in slightly. And give everything a bit of a squeeze. So really squeeze everything in as hard as possible. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Good. And relax everything down. So moving on to Savasana. You can give it a little bit of long exhale if you want. Just sigh it out here. You can close the eyes and go straight in if you want, or you can take headstand or handstand if that's in your practice, or forearm stand even, or even more twist if that feels good for you. Deepen your breathing. Try and bring the attention back to the breath. Relax the toes, the ankles, the quads, the belly. Relax the chest, the arms, the fingers, the neck. Relax the eyes, the cheeks, the tongue, the space between the eyebrows. Just feel like you're melting onto the mat. So I'm going to leave you in your savasana, and you can stay for as long as you want or need. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that you really enjoyed the practice. Namaste.